Apple has decided to cancel the biggest project that they spent over 10 years on. And then on top of that, they decided to cancel the March spring event. Tim, hey buddy, I don't know what's going on, but I'm here if you need to talk. Because hey, don't worry, I have more iPhone 16 rumors for you guys, and the iPhone SE is getting the biggest redesign, and I promise you will get excited about it. Let's jump into it. So when Tesla started becoming a little more common, we started seeing rumors here and there. Apple is working on an Apple car that's gonna blow Tesla out of the waters, and I really got excited because the renders we were seeing, they look like something that was coming out of a sci-fi movies. And I really got excited because later on, even some of the biggest leakers out there, they started reporting on this. Apple is working on an Apple car, and that really got excited. And when Apple introduced the CarPlay 2.0, I was like, yeah, they're definitely working on it. If this is what's gonna be on other car models, imagine what's gonna be on the Apple car. And I really got super excited. And it looks like they were right, because recently it came out that Apple has decided to cancel this long overdue project that they spent over $10 billion on and over a decade on it. But it feels like Apple decided to go ahead and scratch it to pursue artificial intelligence, because it's rumor, yeah, there were layoffs, but majority of the engineers that were working on this project were relocated to go do artificial intelligence researches, because it seems like Apple is seeing the benefits of artificial intelligence, and I can't wait to see what they have in stock. But even though I do think I have to say goodbye to the Apple car that was never here. However, it do seem like Apple is starting 2024 with cancellations, because on top of the Apple car, Apple has decided to cancel the March event. So rumors about the Apple March event have been circling like crazy, and it was pretty much expected to happen, because it's not very uncommon for Apple to have an event in March. Because last time we got an event, it was our spring loaded event where we got Macs, we got AirTags, we got iPad, we got so many products. So with Apple skipping an iPad or not giving us a brand new iPad last year, everybody were saying, hey, this iPad is definitely coming in March. And that's why people anticipated that this event will happen. However, it seems like Apple have other ideas, because they have decided to get rid of it. So ever since the first iPad was announced in the spring of 2010, we've had a newer iPad being released every single year after that. And sometimes we've had more than one variations, because eventually Apple introduced the iPad Air, they introduced the iPad Pros, and every year we have something up until last year. So that's why people anticipated that, hey, maybe Apple is saving or it's planning to have an iPad only event, which brought up a bunch of excitement, because for like the iPad Pro, they haven't really seen a major update almost ever since after they were released. Yeah, it seems like Apple kept on beefing up these iPads by giving them the biggest battle chips, but nobody ever saw the use case of it, because at the end of the day, it was just still an iPad. However, last year, Apple allowed them or gave them the ability to have a Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro on the iPad, which was mind-blowing, and everybody started saying, yes, that's what we've been waiting for, and kudos to Apple. But now the event is cancelled. However, let's not lose hope yet, because it's rumored that Apple is just going to be dropping these products one at a time. So instead of having a big press conference releases, Apple is just going to be registering or listing their product online. And it seems to be true, because Apple just released a new M3 MacBook Air, which was one of the rumor product that was going to be in the spring event. So hopefully we get to see these new iPads, but it's all up to Apple. Yeah, it would be kind of surprising to me, Apple not hosting a big event, because the updates that we're supposed to get with these new iPads are ridiculous in short. However, Apple is still gonna do little mini press releases, just like we saw with the M3 MacBook Air. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But regardless, we are getting new product and I'm just excited. Hopefully I finally get to upgrade my iPad this year. Although there is a chance that it could cost twice as much, but we'll see. Now running back to M3, the only change that Apple really implemented is the fact that instead of using the M2 chip, it's now using the M3 chip, which I'm sure is going to have tiny little improvements. So technically, if you're a guy like me who still has their M2 MacBook Air, it's not worth it to upgrade. But however, if you still have the original OG M1 MacBook Air, it might be time to update, because the screen design did change and they adapted to the notch design. I'm sure you're gonna notice a few improvements here and there, but if you really don't want to, you don't have to. M1 should still be good enough to give you all your basic needs. Some of the smaller product releases, there is a chance that we might be getting new iPhone cases, new watch bands. But one of the things that people were looking forward to was the fact, or to see if Apple is going to drop a new iPhone color, like the year that we got a purple iPhone or the year that we got a product red iPhone. But there's a big chance that that might not happen at all. Going back to the iPads, it's rumored that the iPad Pros will get a brand new OLED display, and then they will also get the M3 chip. However, that's gonna come at a cost, because it's rumored that the price of this iPad will be significantly higher than what we're used to, which doesn't sound so good. However, if you don't want to spend this much but you still like the big beefy 12.9 iPad, it's rumored that Apple will release a bigger iPad Air that will be a 12.9 for the people who don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to spend. Some of the accessories coming to these iPads, they are getting a new Apple Pencil with a new Magic Keyboard. Now, if Apple was to follow this, releasing one product at a time, it is rumored that there is a chance that we could be getting these iPads this week, actually, the week of March 11th. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. With Apple skipping this March event, the next Apple event will be all the way down in June, to where we'll get to see the newer software and iOS 18, which I'm super excited about. And if you're trying to see all the iOS 18 rumors, be sure to click here on this video. Running over to iPhone 16, we're still getting rumors that are confirming the vertical camera orientation. If you're trying to see all the rumors of the upcoming iPhone 16 line, be sure to click above to see all the rumors and everything that's coming with the iPhone 16. But by far, the biggest rumor that we're getting so far is the fact that we could be getting a complete redesigned iPhone SE 4. Currently, rumors are on and off whether we're getting it this year or next year. But in the past, we have always gotten a new model every other year. And since the last one we received was in 2022, there is a big chance that we could be getting a newer one this year. The design is getting a complete redesign because Apple is finally removing the outdated iPhone 8 design. And they're decided to go with the iPhone 14-like model, which is super exciting. That means we have to say goodbye to the home button because it's getting an all display with Touch ID. But in addition to that, these new iPhones are getting USB-C, the notch, obviously, and they're getting OLED display compared to the LCD that they have been stuck with for the longest time. And they will be getting an action button. But we're not getting all this upgrade for free because it is rumored that Apple will also bump up the price for these models. Because currently the iPhone SE costs $429, which was a jump from the $399 in the past. But it's going to be interesting to see if Apple will be able to make all these updates and still keep this iPhone or budget-friendly model below that $500 mark. Let's just wait for Apple. I think the biggest question is there any other features that you're hoping Apple will implement with the newer iPhone SE models? be sure to put those in the comments, and be sure to hit subscribe to stay in the loop with everything that's going on in the Apple land, in technology, and so much more. And yeah, catch you in the next one.